Hello, 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 everybody. How we doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to have y'all out here. Hi, 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 hi. What's going on? Happy Friday, my friends. Welcome on in. Good to see y'all out here. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, it's a beautiful day over here. It's been a chaotic morning, but it's a beautiful day outside right now, and I'm very happy. Very, very happy. So, hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are having a wonderful afternoon so far. And let me just close a few extra windows I had open on the side. Good to see y'all. Welcome on in. What happened? I just was like, I was doing too many things this morning and nothing was nothing was getting done. I just had like 5 too many things on my to-do list to do this morning, and I was like, of course I can do them all before stream. Yeah, duh. And I literally finished. The reason why a stream, like the intro, went for 5 or 6 minutes was because I was finishing the last thing right now. So that's where we're at. But we're good. Welcome on in, everybody. If you're over on YouTube, please be sure to leave a like on the stream. It helps me out a ton. I very much do appreciate it. We got 450 people in here almost, and we're at less than 200 likes right now. So good to have y'all out here. Twitch is telling me your channel doesn't exist. I haven't heard that one before. Let's see. What happens if I open my channel? No, it's working. It's working on my side. I don't know. It might be something regionally blocked on yours. It looks normal on mine. Or it might be something wrong with your web browser. But I don't know, man. If you're in chat, that at least tells me that it's somehow working for you. So welcome on in. Just started playing Slime Rancher. A little late to the game, but oh well, I'm having fun. I saw Jimmy started playing that too. Is that where people are getting the... Ooh, I should go check that out today. Anima, thank you for being here. BRB gotta fetch a Celsius. Hey, no worries. I get it. Cheers. What are we doing today? We're gonna be working on new papyrus. I want to dig out the harbor a little bit more because I want to start making more space in the harbor so that we can add in more boats. Right now it's too shallow to add in too many big ships or anything. So yeah, it's I'm excited to keep building on there, but there's a lot of like the grind that we got to do first. Made any more amendments to your garden? We're actually going to go plant a bunch of stuff in the garden this afternoon. All the stuff that we've been growing inside just because it was a little too cold weather-wise outside, we're just going to go put it all outside now and get it all in. Are you done collecting glass? Potentially. I haven't decided if I want to... I'm playing around with a new expansion idea, and it would be... it would require more glass, so we'll see. The build's looking great, though. I'm not going to show you all the end. I'm still working on the glass project. It's still going. We're going to get boats. Let's go. Yeah, potentially. We're going to see some new boats in here. Sorry, no, I don't know what's up with my nose. Won't be modding, but will mostly be lurking. Hey, Liz, no worries. Happy Friday, my friend. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here regardless. Good times on everybody. Hope y'all are having a great day. Nubelia, welcome on in. Good to have you. See, we got Tikander in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sparrow, how we doing? Jasper, what's up? Rachel, Teach of Psy, welcome on back. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope everything's going well. Mohammed, welcome on in. Any ideas about continuing SOS? Nope. SOS finale will be releasing tomorrow. I just saw the final draft of my video this morning. Got that all approved and everything, and it's set to rock. It'll be out tomorrow. I'm gonna be dropping my video an hour earlier than I normally do, so it'll be up at 9:15 Pacific tomorrow instead of 10:15 Pacific, just as a heads up for that. So keep that in mind. Hey fWhip dropped in to give a like and say hi. I'm in the process of forging swords and building bows, so I'll drop in and out of stream. Something tells me by the way you said that is IRL, forging swords and building bows, and that sounds really cool. Is it rimmed? Thank you so much for stopping by and have fun. Have fun. Thank you for leaving a like. I do appreciate everybody doing that. We're almost at 300 likes now and 550 people. Oh my gosh. School is nuts. Glad it's summer and now just 40-hour work weeks. Man, teachers are really putting society on their back, I'll tell you. Brenda, welcome on in. Love the library from last episode. Gotten so inspired to build. The response to the last episode was amazing. Thank you all so much for whoever checked out the library build that I put out yesterday. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely amazing. So thank you everybody for doing that. I appreciate the support so much. It was really, really cool. Before we get into Minecraft today, I thought, you know, we did it a while ago and people really seemed to enjoy it. So I thought we could scroll through and see what's going on in the Poster Builds channel, because people have been posting in there like crazy since the last time we did. So we'll scroll through and see if you English or Spanish. I'll let you figure that one out. You can read the rules and find what's accepted there too. Hey fWhip, I know you don't know who I am. I've been watching it on YouTube for quite a while. Most times I've tried to watch streams. You have not been on Twitch. I really enjoy YouTube content. Thank you for entertaining me, inspiring me to start doing YouTube and Minecraft on Twitch a lot. Hey Wyatt, thanks so much for the kind message and good luck, my dude. Good luck, good luck, good luck. First time I've joined the live stream. Aaron, welcome on in. Minecraft chill. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's a good Friday so far. We're gonna go hang with some friends tonight. We ended up, if you saw me post some photos on Instagram story yesterday, I rediscovered that I have that app on my phone. Posted some stories over there yesterday. We just spent the entire like date night at home yesterday, just sitting outside in our backyard, just hanging around our little fire pit, and yeah, it was really nice. So I woke up today and I was like, I'm ready to go, and it was a beautiful day. It's fun. Like, we've had some crappy weather and now it's like really nice again, so I'm very happy about it. Swimmer Girl, thank you so much for the 3 months. Yes, I actually got to watch a stream. Welcome on in. What's your favorite swimming event? I got stuck in the 500 freestyle in the mile because nobody on my swim team would do distance and I was good at it. Hated it, but that's what I did. Lulu Goblin, welcome on in. Or thank you so much for the 17 months and welcome on in. Like the stream and hydrate. Hope you're doing good. But thank you. I am doing well. Garen, welcome on in.
I saw on your last vid, the library, you would like some ideas to put at the wall side. If I may suggest cat statues.
A lot of people wanted cat statues. Smiling Death, thank you so much for the dono. Yeah, a lot of people said like cat statues, or a lot of people said axolotl statues. And I feel like the crossover between cat and axolotl in Minecraft shape, pretty similar. It just ears go that way versus multiple gill thingies go that way. So I'm kind of up in the air between axolotls and cats right now for that. But and Garen, thank you. Have you ever considered making a redwood type of forest? I've thought about potentially doing it, but redwood trees, if you've seen one IRL, they are massive, and I feel like that scale in Minecraft looks a little weird. But maybe. A caxolotl? Why does that just sound so weird? We crave the statues. A lot of people have been wanting them. Okay, before we rant for too long, because we do have gaming things to do today. Here, let's go check out on the Discord, see what's going on in here. Oh, that's Minecraft. Let me reopen Discord. That's Battle.net. That's Discord. I wanted to go through a few of these. Catalotl. We can catalog the catalotls. We can get a blue catalotl statue. Are you going to build the rune pillars in the end too? Runic pillars in the end, or only the nebula? I'm trying to figure out how I can do the rune stones like floating around right here. So you should add a rune city. I've been to the redwoods. Dude, I went ziplining through the redwood forest. So fun. So cool. That was a really fun trip. That was on like when I was playing water polo, our team did it when we were traveling for a massive tournament. It was like a fun stop along the way because we had been in the car for like 2 days. And so that it was so fun. I don't know if anybody's in here that's been leaving pictures and everything like that, but I figured we'd scroll through these. If you haven't been to the streams before, we did this a while ago where in my Discord, you could join discord.gg/fWhip to join the fWhip squad. And we have a Poster Builds channel that you can get access to. You have to agree to the rules and everything, and then you'll see these channels in here. But yeah, people have been posting a lot of stuff and just some beautiful builds. And we did this last time of just kind of walking through them and seeing, let's see, can we make this picture bigger? It doesn't make it any bigger, but that's fine. We can just fill the whole screen. No, because this way it's behind my face. CJ, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, my friends, be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. Thank you. Can you reload? I just posted a build. Dude, so many people are like, oh my god, he's doing it. All right, let's go through David's here because I saw this before. I was like, I really love the crimson and the mangrove mix. I haven't tried that for a while. I also like that they did like the inverse of what you see a lot of people do. If I were to do Open link, does that make it? It doesn't make it much bigger. Okay, never mind. Not worth. But I like how they did the inverse gradient, so it's light at the bottom and dark at the top for like a shadow from the roof lines. I feel like not many people do that, so it's pretty. I like that. That's fun. Ooh. Oh, this is. I know J-Bus is a very talented builder. They've done so much stuff in here. They're very in that high detail glass panes for shading crew out there that's been just doing crazy stuff in creative mode. Ooh, is this? Oh, this is David. Look at them. They got their own little handle and everything. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Diagonal. I want to start doing more diagonal builds. I feel like I've fallen out of doing diagonals. Favorite type of refrigerator? The one that's not too cold, but also not too warm. Oh, this is cool. Wait, these... I like the chimney. The glass chimney. Oh, that's very creative mode done. Okay, that makes sense. And the trees? Those trees are fun. Those are cool. Jump to present. What do we got? We're just gonna jump to present and see what's at the bottom of a lot of these, because a lot of people are doing. Ooh, I see Desert City. I want to look at Desert City. Ooh, very nice. We got that every few days in here. We got somebody taking photos on their phone. If you're in game, which it looks like this is a laptop, F2 for a screenshot, F1 to hide your UI. But that's cool. I feel, yeah, all the glazed terracottas and everything. This looks inspired like by the little village that I did, and it looks cool. Red Keep by Red, I'm assuming. Oh, those are just, I was like, what is this? Oh, that's a lot of deep slate tile in here. That's a lot of deep slate tile. That dark vibe, I was like, what is this? Is this modded? No. Well, it looks modded with the orange leaves. Now, that could just be a texture pack. Some people use texture packs that change birch leaves to like orange or yellow or something, and I'm always like, I wish that was just in the game. Like this color of leaf, I would love to have that in the game. A city build? What do we got in a city build? Oh, like modern city build. Oh, wait, that palm tree with the prismarine trunk in there? That's really cool. The prismarine, that's prismarine and then acacia and then like azalea for the top. That's fun. I like that. And then the typical dripstone palm trees. Those are fun. I haven't tried too many of those. I'm always a little scared about doing them. Rain and Thunderstorms with the 5 gift memberships. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate that. And also, I don't know why this one hasn't come through yet. Raven Monster with the 37 months. I'm a quarter of a century this month. That is really cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. The Great Doggo's Survival World. The classic build palette nowadays. I love it. Ooh, the orange terracotta is a nice little pop. I like that. That's fun. I've seen that roof before. I know where that one comes from. I like the difference of the mud to then the white blocks back there and then the warped. I feel like that's a good like general blend of those. Those are cool. What do we got in here? An interior or a burning down house? No, an interior. The little forge. Cool. Fun. Why can't I see the channel? You need to make sure you agree to the rules and everything. And then that's how you get access. The farming district. I love it. I feel like I want to build a windmill soon. I've been seeing so many pictures of windmills recently, and I'm like, I want to do that. But also, I'm like, I was chatting with Jem this morning, and she was like, but Manor Lords. And I was like, a Manor Lords inspired Minecraft village would be really cool. Ooh, I like that. That little cover right there, I like that. I always like worry about sloping them, but with the banners on the side, I feel like that normalizes it really well and gives it that kind of cover instead of just feeling like you just put like a flat plane on something. That's fun. I typically use slabs and everything. Manor Lords, yeah. Gemini Tay, if fWhip was talking to I know. Gem's a good friend. I unfortunately, Gem has been very obsessed with Hermitcraft and everything, which like great for her, and it's so busy being on there, so we haven't been able to record many things together recently, but it's always fun catching up with her. All right, I'll do one more refresh. These are cool. I love all the terraced effects on the terraforming out here. The terraforming, very cool. Very terraced of forming. And then you got the castle going up there. I'm assuming that'd be like a road to a bridge and then coming around here, then to down into the town, which doesn't seem to make too much sense to me personally. But maybe there'll be like a keep up there or something. And then you can make it non-accessible on that side. That would be cool. Bum for the stream? Yeah. Okay, I do want to say, if we're doing this and y'all are in stream, please put a bump. Please, Valen, this is great. I want to review the builds you all are doing. So if you're in stream and you're in here and you want me to check out your build, I would rather be looking at people's builds who are here. So please bump yours, and then I'll make sure to look at those. So those are very, very cool. Supposed to be a mine build, some storage. Oh, all right. I feel like that was something that. Oh wait, these trees are cool. Inspired by a technique used by Weeping Angel. I thought so. Oh, that's like moss carpet with that's the texture pack for moss carpet that you can get on Vanilla Tweaks. I was like, where did you get that from? Those are cool. I feel like moss carpet on trees is something that I want to start tackling a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna look through these last ones here and then we'll go. These have all been bumped, I'm assuming. Ooh, going for, is that blue? No, there's blue right there. I'm thinking that's magenta. I am colorblind. These wool colors in Minecraft, so difficult for me to actually tell the difference. That's gonna be a big mansion. It's a huge mansion. That'll be cool though. That'll be cool. Ooh, I love really detailed little tiny builds right now. I'm just really loving them. They're so fun to look at. I like the difference in the door there. That's unique, just like the little portal to go in. That's fun. This is so simple, and it's so good. And I hate to admit it, the beetroot looks really good here. I really hate to admit it. The beetroot looks really good. I really don't like admitting that beetroot looks good, but it complements the build well. The pop of the red makes the build look really good. Good job. I really like this build. This is good. This is a cool build. It's so simple, and it works really well. I'm playing on an SMPS with some friends, and we agreed to post our best builds. I do like the cinematic aspect of your character being in here. I like the build too. I don't want to see more of it. Oh, okay. So we got some like super modern, like full-on gas station. I'm assuming it's like a horse experience station or something. Oh, we got a pirate ship out here. This is like classic Minecraft SMP. This is just like everything Minecraft SMP is. Just no theming in the best way possible. Okay, this is giant. This looks like something I feel like I saw Mog Swamp building something like this recently, or he at least showed me something. I don't know if it's in his world yet or not, but that is cool. I like all the posts coming out. That's fun. This is kind of something that I thought about doing for my Guardian Temple, and then I did not. I didn't make it there. Sup, I saw it. But yeah, I decided to go smaller. I didn't want to spend all the time doing that. Okay, I want to show you all an update on Tree. We'll get into game here soon and do all that stuff. Thank you everybody for bumping builds and bumping those threads. Keep posting in there. I've been looking through them a bunch. So if you want to see more and we want to go through more of them, if y'all are still enjoying it, keep doing more of the stuff. More of the stuff and things. That tree that I showed you all yesterday, or not yesterday, Wednesday, I'm still working on it. I think it's getting there. I still want to give it a little bit more time before I fully just like say it's finished, but I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to like it a lot more. It's getting there. Just a little teeny tiny update from me. Haven't built any other trees yet, but that one's in there. Can we only post vanilla builds? I mean, if you have a modded build, you're welcome to post it. But as far as reviewing builds and everything, it's easier to see vanilla. Just because sometimes modded gets a little weird. But post whatever you want. Post any builds you'd like to show. I would say just if you're posting a modded build or you're posting something, just say like if you're using a mod pack or something. That's what I would recommend. I'm almost out of rockets, aren't I? Oh, but we can craft more. We'll just make these real quick. That's fine. Yeah, that'll keep me flying for a little while. Actually, I need that. Do I have a conduit? We might actually have to go back home. Okay, so anyways, what I want to do today is we have a lot of this mess down here. All of this sand and all of this just gross under like Minecraft river everything, even like this ravine here. If you remember, this like sand came out to there, but we opened it up a lot for the channel. A lot of this was dug down to accommodate like a larger ship going in. You can see the sandstone there and sandstone and everything. So what I want to do today is just kind of start digging a lot of this down, replacing the dirt in there so it's a little bit cleaner, and we can make it darker just by having dirt underneath, and then we can see grass and like rocks and everything. We'll see how much we can get done today. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, to see how much we can do. This, for everybody who didn't see yesterday's video, this was yesterday's video. Whoa! We built this giant library. Every single one of these villagers has a glass trade, and I zombie cured them, so all their trades are dirt cheap, so we can get a lot of stuff. There's Feather Falling 4. I didn't even realize he had that. And now I have a place to buy so many name tags if I need them. I had so many comments asking why I took the time to zombie cure them when the glass trade doesn't get any cheaper. Like, it's still 1 emerald for 4 glass. And to me, it was worth it to get the other trades cheaper, and overall didn't add that much time to what I was doing by just getting the zombie curing, because the zombie curing was not the holdup. The holdup was getting the actual glass trade. So it was just a nice like 1-2 easy out of it. Just like the 1-2, you can join the stream, you click the like button. Woohoo! We're at 750 people and we're at 440 likes right now, so you know, just came from cleaning my home. What are we doing? We're just kind of getting rocking over here. We're gonna start cleaning up the base of the river. We need to go get a bunch of empty shulkers probably to start like picking things up, and we're going to go get a conduit so we can swim around more easily, and then should be rocking. Hello, I'm late. Don't forget to like the stream. Blooded Eyes, no worries. Welcome on in. Good to have you, my friend. I was asking if there's some ancient Egyptian inspired projects that perhaps thought about doing. I think I'm gonna do more of like the obelisks and the pillars and everything, but I don't think you'll see me do like a pyramid or like a more traditional Minecraft desert temple. I don't think I'm gonna do anything along those lines, just because I think I want to make my own version of it, and I don't really want to go like full ancient Egypt. All right, so let's just do 8 shulkers, why not? And then in here we have Heart of the Sea and we have Nautilus shells, so we can just craft ourselves a conduit, because I don't think I had any lying around. And then now we need Prismarine, which I took all of it. Okay, so we need to go to the Guardian farm next. Yeah. I need to clean a river too. Maybe we do it together with you. Yeah. I always hate doing that. I always hate clearing out Minecraft rivers, but they do look a lot better. They look a lot better. Yeah, it's pretty laggy. Once everything loads in, all the chunks like load in around my base, it gets a lot better. But yeah, it's a little laggy right now. I'm not too sure how to fix it either. Fierce Fighter, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you. Chest monster. I don't want to talk about it. You didn't see any. This is not the desert temple. How long have you been playing in this world? We started this world in 1.18. Caves and Cliffs Part 2. When that update released, I started this world. We're on day 6,883. I really wish Endstone worked well with Sandstone. They feel like they should work together. Dude, if Endstone and Sandstone were the same color palette, we'd have world peace. That's where all the issues come from, I'm sure. We can just use regular Prismarine, right? We don't need Prismarine bricks. Not that I need that many, but I think this will be fine. What's going on? We're trying to build a conduit. Wish someone would say something to me. I appreciate you have StarCraft in your name. Great game. Great game. What's up, Proxy? Welcome on in. The obelisks are a nice touch, so it's not every day you see someone building obelisks in Minecraft, or at least not medium sized and not stereotypical Egyptian obelisks. Yeah, I also am very purposely not sticking inside anything that would be... Oh, I don't have my fog settings right. I had it for the thumbnail still. 1 second. Let's get ourselves another little bit of a render distance out here.
Up the great work, fWhip. Man waving. Coffee.
Coffee. Crazy Gamer, thank you so much for the dono. And I'm glad you enjoy everything so much. Thank you so much for telling me. Appreciate it. Literally have you as background while I'm working on my dissertation. Very cool. Sounds like you're doing important things over there. Okay. Let's just go to here. Set up our empty shulkers. Perfect. And then down underground, I'm thinking we're going to focus on this area mostly today. So if we hook our conduit up like here, put conduit in, and then we surround conduit to never be seen again. I hate how Mojang implemented this. I'm just gonna say it. This is one of the worst implementations I think Mojang has done. The way to get a full powered conduit is to fully surround it so that you can't see it. And it's one of the coolest looking things in the game. This is the coolest thing ever. This is one of my favorite things in the entire game. And the only way to get it to work and have any feature like that's good is to do that. Nah. Yeah, you know the coolest animation our team has ever made? Let's just hide it. Let's just, if the player wants it, they just have to hide it completely. Looks better on Bedrock. Of course it does. Bedrock gets everything. In before Bedrock player is mad at me for saying that. Yeah, well, Java gets this. True. I'm just saying, you have Diabol Cauldrons. Would they be as cool looking if they were common everyday sites in Minecraft though? Well, no, I feel like it's something that's really difficult to obtain. Like obtaining a conduit, the amount of time it takes to do it, maybe not skill, but the amount of time it takes to do it, I would say is near up there with like I would say it's near beacon level. Like not completely beacon level, but I would say it's pretty near beacon level. Because if you think about getting Prismarine, I mean, sure, you don't have to fight a Wither, which is probably more difficult than fighting Guardians. But the amount of time you have to put in to go get all the Nautilus shells specifically, I feel like that takes longer than it is to get 3 Wither skeleton skulls. I think conduits are a really fun item. I really like that they're in the game, but I just don't like how tedious they are to actually get. Okay, we're gonna like clear strips, and then we'll come back and like get all the items, because we can just stay within the 5-minute zone. To be fair, Bedrock has cool things. I played both Java and Bedrock, but Bedrock has better redstone mechanics. Yeah, I feel like Java could have great redstone mechanics, but if they update the redstone mechanics to be good, they have to fix a lot of the bugs that exist in redstone mechanics. But unfortunately, those bugs are used for a lot of things that allow you to do some really crazy stuff that you can't do with the fixed mechanics, from my understanding at least. And so I think the technical community would be, let's go get a silk touch shovel because I actually want all that gravel. The Conduit is supposed to be a mini beacon. Yeah, no, I think it's great. It's just that the beacon is so much more satisfying when you think about it. Of the beacon gives you the giant beam sticking up into the sky. You can see where your beacon is. You can see the cool effect coming off of it. You get all of that. Like, that's really cool. The Conduit, you get low poly circle. Low poly ball. The nice part about a Conduit, though, is you can just like hide it underground. I will say that much. Like, you can just hide it underground and never have to worry about it. This is gonna be annoying. This is gonna be really annoying. At least we can swim faster and mine slightly faster. But yeah, I want to do this, and then I would love to come back in and like shape some more out, get some, if we can get like the base rock shapes in here. I'm thinking we just use cobblestone, and then we can, would we use cobblestone? Probably. Maybe tough block. Tough could be cool. Tough blocks could be really cool. That like slight darker, but it might be just like a, or dead coral, because we have the coral reef out in front, so maybe we do dead coral it, because then that would tie into the reef, so we could do that, and then we can just have like some big boulder shapes to the rocks. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's the way to go. I'm thinking this we want to tear down probably for now. Let's just take it to this layer here. And we'll figure out shaping and everything as we go. If this is mob spawnable underneath, I don't really care. It's going to be underwater. What would you like to see come to the game, either structure-wise or anything else you want them to add? I really want an end update to come that's going to add a lot of different colored wood types. I think that'd be cool, because then we'd get more options for fences and everything. I think that would be great. I also think them adding wooden walls would be really cool for like logs, so you could like turn oak logs into oak log walls, so they're basically the thickness of a wall block, but they're the log texture. I think that would be beautiful. I think that could just be so good. There's a lot of mods that do that already, and every single time that I'm playing a mod pack with those in it, I excessively use them. So if Mojang were to add it like officially, I would be very happy. Terracotta slabs would be so hype. Yeah, I could go for some terracotta slabs too. Honestly, anything that we have full blocks of only. I think that one of the reasons why 1.21 is gonna be one of my favorite updates is because they're giving tough blocks so many options when it's a block that didn't really have that much going for it before. Like, it was cool, it was great to texture with because it matched really well in between of cobble and deep slate. Like, it was a good blend between the two, but then it was really hard to use it anywhere else other than a wall because you didn't have slabs or anything. So now that we have slabs and stairs and everything for tough and all the different variants, oh my gosh, beautiful, so good. Mini block size log would be great. Yeah. Tiny moss on tiny log. Don't you tempt me with a good time. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. No complaints today. Maxie, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you. I got a workout in this morning that absolutely kicked my butt. So I'm feel like I'm in slight recovery mode, but I've also, after not feeling good for 2 weeks, like I didn't work out for 2 full weeks, and for me that's way out of the norm. So being able to get back into the gym and like do something, this whole week I've just been really loving actually just like getting in, being able to exercise again. I'm like, it's so nice. But I definitely am like, my lungs are hurting from just not feeling well for a while. So it's been a struggle, but it's been fun. What do you think of the Minecraft trend lately? I don't know what trend is going on in Minecraft right now. I'll be honest. I don't know. I feel like hardcore is not super trending anymore. The only thing in Minecraft right now that seems to be like absolutely killing it is Hermitcraft. Like, unless there's some trend that is just not on my feed that I just don't know about. Like, unless y'all, like, what do you all see as trending in Minecraft? Like, what do you see just going everywhere in Minecraft right now? Because like movies, they don't push anymore. 100 Days, totally over. Hardcore, like doing big projects, like those still work every once in a while. Like you still have a few guys out there that are posting 1 video a month and going really well in that, but like there's not that many things that are like really just killing it. Suggest getting walking pad for your desk. That's fantastic. So you don't have, if you don't have want to go full-blown workout, I'm really thinking about it, Liz. But I also know if I order one, Sida's already told me that if I get one, she's stealing it for her office downstairs. So then I know I need to order 2. But I might. I've been thinking about it. That sounds really nice. Fierce Fighter, thanks so much for the bits. Just want to say you and Gemini Tay are my favorite content creators, and you've been such an inspiration for me when building Minecraft. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Hey, I appreciate it. Glad you enjoy everything so much. Gem's a cool person. Excellent choices, both of them. Can't complain about either. I use it for 30 minutes a day. Just don't go too fast. We're gonna be over here streaming, and I'm gonna be like, hamburger. Okay, Alchemist Rain, thanks so much for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hope you're doing well today. Let's unload all of this junk and put that over in here, put down over in her, do a little of this in her, and all of these miscellaneous can go in there. Yeah, you see how just like bringing it down, we get the darker like watercolor on it to begin with, just because we get the extra layers of shadow and depth that the water, every single block blocks 1 layer of sunlight to it. So it's just going to make this whole place feel so much more like a harbor instead of just being like just a shallow river. I think this is going to make the feel of the harbor really good. What country did you like as a summer vacation? I've never really went to like other countries on summer vacations, to be honest.
Keep it real. Zany face, zany face, zany face, zany face, zany face, zany face, zany face.
Melodic World, thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. I've only been to Europe twice, and I've been to both times were to Italy, and that like one was our honeymoon, and then one when I was really little. My parents saved up for a super long time so that we could go to Venice and Florence, and that was really fun. But yeah, so I've been to Italy, and that was beautiful, gorgeous, super fun. Did like a day in Amsterdam, that was cool. We are going to to London this fall, which I'm very excited for. But outside of that, the only like international travels I've done has been, I went down to Costa Rica. That was right before COVID. We got on one of the last flights out of Costa Rica before the US stopped allowing planes in. So that was before all the airlines shut down. That was a little bit of a freak out time. I don't know how we didn't get sick while we were there, but we got lucky. And then outside of that, I've been to Canada a bunch, and I've been to Mexico just because we're very close to Canada, living in Washington, so it's easy to get up there and go to like Vancouver or Victoria or up to Whistler for a day or two. It's only like to get to Vancouver from us is only like a 5-hour drive, depending on the border. Come to Prague, that would be fun. Something tells me we're gonna be making a lot more Europe trips now that we have more freedom in our life, instead of like, we're in that like post-school phase and post everything, so we're just trying to get some exploring time in before we like really settle down into adult life. Yeah, we need to tear all of this out for sure, but we're not going to focus back there for now. We're just going to clean cut a line over here. I want to set the middle. Actually, I want to dig this down like another like 3 or 4 blocks. Maybe the outside edges can be a little lifted, but overall I want it to be a little bit deeper. Costa Rica, there's worse places to get stuck. Oh yeah, no, like if we got stuck there for a while, I mean, it would have sucked from like a work sense, because that would have been a bummer. But yeah, no, it's being stuck in, oh no, we have to stay at our hotel, oh no. We had done like an all-inclusive one too, just because it was our first time going to, it was the first time as just the 2 of us going to a country that English was not the main language. So we're like, let's just keep it easy and do like all-inclusive, because then that'll just like an easy way to like step your foot into those types of experiences, which was really, really fun. Super, super worth. Every time we come up, I'm like, oh, it's nighttime. How'd that happen? The Conduit's messing with me, man. Going to Canada for the first time in a few days. They don't lie about poutine being really good. If you haven't tried it, would recommend. I can't eat it anymore because there's a lot of cheese on it, but I don't like the perfect start Minecraft trend and oh, the fast-paced, hey guys, today we blah blah blah. And I definitely see like merit in elements of those, but some people, myself included, it's something that you have to learn. I feel like when I started this hardcore series, I was trying to be a little bit more of that super fast-paced blah 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 blah, because that's what I saw everybody doing. And I did it, and I was like, this isn't something, like, I was enjoying the videos I was making, but then I was looking at other videos that I was watching on the internet, and I was just like, I'm not watching the type of video that I make. Like, I'm not actively watching the video that I'm making. So maybe that means I should change it up and look into a different way of making videos. You know, it being nighttime right now, I just realized our villagers in the village behind us probably running for their lives right now. That's okay. We have a villager breeder. We can create more of them. As long as everybody in the library is safe, which it should be mob proofed all around, oh, we're fine. All right, with inventory being this full and blocks at the top, we should go unload. Making the super fast high energy videos also doesn't feel super sustainable, at least at that level. It depends on how you do it, but yeah. So somebody told me that if a zombie is in the water for too long, or if a husk is in the water for too long, it turns into a zombie. So I want to test. Sir, do you get moist and zombified before you drowned, or do you instant drown? Because somebody said I could just drown the zombie in there, the husk in there. He'd turn into a zombie, and then he would get quieter. So we're gonna watch. Have you thought about being... Came into the word moist. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can make the husk moist. Oh, he's doing shakies. He's converting. He's got some nice lotion on his skin right now. We're doing science. Oh, it does work. Wow. Cool. They drown? Well, yeah, but do they drown and become a drowned, or do they drown and become a zombie, which then would drown again and become a drowned? There's a lot of levels of zombie drowning in Minecraft, so I just wanted to verify the zombie drowning levels that it would go for. If it was just like a full, oh, I've drowned and I'm a drowned, or if it was, okay, now my skin's hydrated and I'm a regular zombie because I'm no longer a dry husk in the desert, Or like got a little moisture. And then hey, you already play the 1.21 version, the release on the 13th? It does release on the 13th. I have all the experimental features enabled and everything, so I have all of the features of the update, just not the latest bug fixes. So we are, if you look at the feature, we're technically not on 1.21, but if you look at the features coming in Minecraft 1.21, we have all of them. I'm just, yeah, so like trial chambers are in this world. I've got all that stuff. I'm just like waiting until the actual release date to do them, but I wanted all the new blocks and everything. So we have everything in 1.21. Maybe they were streamers and their chat told them to hydrate too much. Yeah. They had the hydrate channel point redemption. I want to keep all this sand because I'm actually running pretty low on it. Yeah, I'm thinking from there as it comes in this way, we could have some live coral along here in the channel, but then as it goes up, the coral's just a little bit more dead. As we're transitioning into like a mix of fresh water, it's just not a great environment for the coral to be thriving. I do wish there was a way we could get some tropical fish that would chill out here, but I think they would bug out and have some issues. If you got the code before then, you can still redeem until the end of the month, but you can no longer get the code for the cape. Yeah. So the cape is technically still redeemable, but the code is no longer obtainable. So if you were wanting to get the cape and you didn't have it already, unfortunately, you're out of luck unless you can find somebody who got the code and doesn't want theirs that you can get from them. But I don't think that's going to be happening too much anymore. I know a lot of streamers were like making multiple accounts to like farm capes and like give codes out to their community. So there's a few people still doing that. Gosh, I saw somebody on Twitter recently was like, I'm giving away 100 Twitch Minecraft capes. All you have to do is enter this giveaway and I'll pick out 100 names. I'm like, you went through the time to make 100 accounts? 100 accounts? The Twitch cape, which one? The Twitch cape to me is ugly. I don't like it. I think they did a terrible job on the Twitch cape. I think there's so many other better things they could have done. Like, first of all, they made it light mode. Bad move. Bad move, Twitch. And just, it looks really bad. I think the Twitch cape looks so bad. It's just looks like somebody just went into paint and drew a pixel art heart and said, yeah, we can put that. That's good. It's purple. This is Twitch. It's purple. Gotta add trash under the water as people like to throw trash in the harbor. Yeah, we'll have some sunken barrels and things that like fell off of ships or whatever as they're going by. We'll have a few of those, but we'll see. I don't want to make it like, I like the idea of this world being like a fantasy utopia where like people are mindful of the environment, because if I make this environment sad, it'll make me sad because environment IRL is already sad enough with trash everywhere. So I don't need that in my Minecraft world. Oh, we lose the conduit here. Okay. We're gonna have to come back and source block a lot of this water. It'll help it be less laggy, because all of this water is flowing downward. After SOS, can you make a create series with the SOS members? We did create on the new life. Which life? Which new life? And a lot of us on SOS were like, yeah, Create was fun, but also Create's kind of a tedious. Like, I enjoy watching Create videos. I don't enjoy playing with Create mod. I don't know if any of y'all feel the same way, but I do not at all enjoy playing Create mod, like beyond the beginning stages. Like once I get my first conveyor belts up and I get my windmill up and I get my water mill, after that I'm like, this is so tedious. I can't be asked. And that's coming from the guy who will grind and trade for over 100,000 glass blocks. I know it doesn't make sense, but just let me have my thing. Kind of like that bubbles out a little on the corner. I think that looks decent. We need to breathe. Do you play this world just for fun, or do you only play when you're streaming recording? I do some things in this world when I'm just like hanging. Like I'll occasionally jump on and build a custom tree or just like decorate the side of a pathway and just never show you all. Like I'll do that every once in a while. But I'm usually, most of what I'm doing here is going towards a video. And sometimes it'll be just like what I will be jumping on for fun. I'll just have replay mod running and be like, yeah, that was cool. Let's just throw that in as a little time lapse somewhere, being like, hey, and I also did this. My friends, if you're over on YouTube, please be sure to leave a like on the stream. We got 1,000 people in here right now, and we're still down at 600 likes. So everybody who can take the 3.4 seconds to leave a like, I very much do appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. It's totally free to do. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If we can hit equal likes to viewers, that's always a super fun thing to do for the stream. It helps me out a ton on getting the streams to push out more. So I appreciate it. Did you get a few Allays to collect? Yeah, I always kind of forget Allays exist. I'll be honest. They're like, I'm like, yeah, Allays are cool. I just wish they were easier to manage. I wish you could have like a free range Allay that would just like stay in an area and collect all the blocks instead of when you get nearby. It's just like, my person, I will fly to them. Like, please, personal space. No need to be so attached. Just hang with this note block I set out for you. Leave a like on YouTube before coming over here. Hey, I appreciate it. Gaywolf with the 6 months. I use Create because it makes Minecraft so much less tedious. Dude, I feel like the reverse, but maybe I'm playing Create mod the wrong way. I feel like for me, Create mod, just, you spend so much more time playing the game. Maybe it's just the setup period. You spend so much more time playing the game in your inventory, and the less time I can spend in a trade menu or an inventory when I'm playing Minecraft, the better. I want to be out doing stuff like this, and a lot of you are like, this is super boring. Why are we just out here breaking sand and sandstone and everything? We're just gonna do this. Like maybe they just like pile up a few stones along the edge, a little extra support for the corner. I don't know. That way I don't have to fix it. But yeah, that's like my general gaming take. I would say too many games nowadays put the player in an inventory screen or some sort of a menu screen too often. Like I want to be like out and experiencing the world that I'm in. I don't want to be in a menu. I don't want to be in a cutscene. I don't want to be in a menu. I just want to be out there like doing things. That's my gaming take. I don't know if that's a spicy gaming take or not, but that's my take on gaming recently. It's too much time spent in menus. Cutscenes are okay if they're like worth it for the story. Like I'm fine if like a cutscene is like really important to what's going on in the story. I'm here for it. That's great. Like I'm here for the storyline. Sure, why not? But if I gotta sit through a whole thing and then I'm just like in a menu fiddling with like my armor and everything for too long, nah, I'm done. Miss May, good luck on finding some snacks. Best stream, mining sand underwater. We don't typically mine sand underwater. We more just destroy the far-reaching corners of this desert biome for sand. This is different. But I will say, look how much better that looks. Look at the blue color just coming in. Like, you can see over there where you get, like, the sand is barely opaque. It's probably more so from, like, up here. Yeah, you can see the darkness in there versus there. So much better here. So much better. Just ignore the litter of blocks on the surface. Been wanting sushi, so I'm order that. Ooh. I gotta go for some sushi. We made taco salad last night. It was great. We got the lettuce for the taco salad that we made out of our garden. First salad from the garden this summer. Very nice. Mined 160k in my world, but never underwater. I don't know how much sand I've mined. I feel like we're definitely up there on the sand mine count. I just don't know. I don't know if you might have more than me. I mean, the only reason I'm doing this underwater is because the terraforming. The purpose of this is not to gather sand. That's just like a happy byproduct. How much sand have we mined? No, I got you beat. 213,000. Sorry, bud. Those some rookie numbers. As an advocate for tacos, I approve. Tacos are always like a good way to go. Super Taco knows what's up. Love the library, by the way. Thank you. I'm really happy with the response on it. I was not super interested, or I was at first when I like built the exterior, I didn't like it. Like, I was really not a big fan of the exterior of that build, but the more that I've sat with it, the more I've been like, you know, this is actually pretty good. This is pretty good. And so now I'm still kind of in that maybe I like it, maybe I don't phase, but it's getting there. When you build, what is your build process? I've been changing it a lot based off of what I'm doing recently. Like, whatever the purpose of the build comes first. And if the purpose of the build, like the library here, is villager trading hall, then I'm designing the inside of the villager trading hall first, because I need to be able to make sure that there's enough space for everything that I want. And then once I know that I have enough space for everything, then I kind of start designing and figuring out where I'm going to be putting things and positioning things around it. My original plan with this was to get 64 villagers in there, and I dropped it down to 48 villagers, just because after I designed it for 48, I was like, this is going to be a behemoth of a structure if I go up to 64, and I don't think it's going to be worth it. Like, I don't think it's going to make the place look any better by like having the extra 16 villagers. It probably would have made the glass farming phases go a lot quicker, but overall I don't think it would have been super worth it to have the extra villagers in, you know. What are you gonna call the library? I don't know. Honestly, I'm just thinking like Grand Library of New Papyrus or something like that. Think 3 shulker boxes per day is enough? No, we could pump up those numbers easy. Can we get a sneak peek? I mean, a library video came out yesterday of the end. You can go watch Wednesday's stream if you want the sneak peek of the end.
Keep it real. Creating new life probably would have worked better if you had a couple of experienced create players on the server who would automate everything.
Yes, yeah, but the problem also is if you have one person who redstones super hard and nobody else knows how to redstone, the only person getting content out of it is the person redstoning. Like, a lot of us are here to, I mean, we're all content creators, so we're here to like make a video out of what we're working on. So it's definitely true that it probably would have been helpful to have somebody who could like help us bug fix and test things and make sure we're doing it right. Do you have a shell for me? Oh, I'd love that. That's so kind of you. Wow. And copper? Oh, we're spoiled today. But yeah, I think it was kind of fun to not have anybody being experienced, so we're all kind of figuring it out together. It's underneath us. I was like, where is this spider? Yeah, there, the spider. Eee!
Pleased to meet you.
So maybe it would have been better, but yeah. I mean, it probably would have had some more impressive stuff happening, but I don't know if it would have made like the experience better per se. But you never know. Couldn't know if you try. Do you have any major religions in your world? Not really. I tend to avoid that topic in Minecraft videos. Like I might have like a thing that's being quote like worshipped, like the tree, but I'm never gonna be like, and then we have this religion, just because I don't think there's a whole lot of gain to be made out of it, and I think there's a whole lot of loss to happen by bringing religion into a Minecraft Let's Play. Like y'all are more than welcome to believe what you want to believe, but I think me adding religion into here is then gonna turn and make things. It's gonna open that channel for a lot of people to comment and make claims and all that stuff that I just don't want to deal with. Like, you can go talk with your families, you can go talk IRL about those things. That's just not what we're doing here on my channel. So I tend to avoid religion and politics a lot in here, whether it's me representing it in game or me talking about it on streams. It's stuff that we just don't talk about here. Yeah, I mean, we have the double dirt cult, which is very, very well known, yeah. But yeah, it's just, I think there's better places to talk about that. I'm here to be a Minecraft YouTuber and make fun videos for y'all to have as a little escape from everything else going on, and we don't need to dive into all of that. And I think the immaturity of a lot of people on the internet, if we start making comments about, yeah, I'm building a religion in game, people are gonna start saying some weird things that I just don't want to deal with. Hardy Maple, straight up what I just said is we don't talk about politics or religion here, and then you ask a political question. No, I'm not answering that. I feel like if you've been around the community for a long enough time, you can probably infer what my beliefs are, but we're just not going to be getting into talking about any of that.
What are your tools/armor named? Fun idea.
So we have You're Perfect As You Are for the Silk Touch pickaxe. We have Ring the Bell with the shovel. And Can I axe you to subscribe with the axe? And then the sword is the sword of 1001 truce. So, yeah. Why'd you hit me from over there? The armor I haven't named. Haven't bothered. No, the wings are fWhip away! Why are you asked about religion in Minecraft livestream? Because people on the internet are dumb. I don't know. Well, we can move on. We don't need to talk about that anymore. We're almost to the lowest point here for how far I wanted to take this down. I think we just need to do this layer and then one more, and then we'll be all the way down here. And then it'll probably go down even further if I had to guess, because I want this to be kind of like the base of the harbor. Like probably maybe 3 blocks down, and we'll start from here, and then we'll kind of slope it. That we need to actually tear out too, so that's a little high. Here we have sea monsters. I don't see any monsters right now, so. Just got done with 3 hours of yard work. I'm so tired now. Hey, sometimes that's like one of those things, at least for me, that I'm like, I really like doing yard work. That's like it's like a zen moment for me. It's like a kind of just like focus on what I'm working on, and I don't really have to deal with other things. Like I'm just like, I put my headphones in, I either turn on a podcast or I just turn on some good music, and I just go to town. 900 likes, let's go. Oh, we're at 820 likes. We're getting up there. I like your hard work, but neighbors from Nether took away all the joy of doing it. Oh no. That's rough, buddy. I mean, y'all only let me bring 8 shulker boxes here. Of course we were gonna fill all those up. How could y'all let me do that? Come on now. No, I'm kidding. That was on. That's on me. That's on me. Alright, we're gonna need to go get more shulkers. After we finish taking all of this down, we're definitely gonna need to get more. But look up here. Look how much like darker that is now. Ah, it's so good. That over there, we basically just need to. I'm okay with that being a little bit higher because it makes sense. We just need to replace all of that sandstone with dirt. So I guess we could start taking some of the dirt that we do have. Like that can stay in there. That I want to bring down just a little. But I want, this needs to be deep enough, like to make it look like they like dredged out a massive channel here. So that all of like the massive boats, regardless of high tide or low tide, could get into the harbor. Like that's the goal. Almost 1,000 viewers between YouTube and Twitch are at 1,300 right now. So we're zooming. Fieldy, thanks so much for the prime. I appreciate it. Also, Tabernella, thank you so much for the dono. I think I answered a question, but I didn't say thank you. ASD, thank you so much for becoming a member. Alenia, thank you so much for the 17 months. I do appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, bigger chest monster. Yeah. A sign of a successful Minecraft world is having a massive chest monster. Didn't you know? Like that's like fact. I'm not even making that up. It's just like true 100% fact. Not just me trying to get out of doing work. Totally fact. Yeah. We'll just like do this out of here. New cape. Yeah, there's a Minecraft 15th anniversary released 3 new capes. Currently the only one on Java edition right now is this one, but the other 2 capes are available on Bedrock and they'll be on Java sometime in July, but you had to claim them already. So if you missed it, unfortunately the anniversary event ended a week ago. So I don't believe they're still obtainable. That's looking pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I think this depth here is pretty good, actually. Maybe we just start the dirt coming in. We'll dredge out the middle. Let's go another 2 blocks down in the middle, like third of this thing, and then we can just smooth from there. I think this is close enough to the center, so we'll just like zoom this all the way down. I flip those segments. You sometimes have in your video where you seemingly come up with part of the build on the spot. You make it look less ingenuous and use like Manica for most of your builds. You also keep saying you want to vanilla field videos to appeal bedrock, making your life like I'm aware it's your job and you can make videos easier. I mean, sure. I don't hide that I use the mod. I've never hid that I use Light Matica. And also, if you've been around the community for a while, you'd know that I will say this every single time I go through the builds and go through all the process, that when I am designing something in creative, I'm taking notes the entire time of how I'm designing something and what I want it to look like, so that when I am recording and when I am sharing those thoughts with all of you, that is my genuine thought process of when I was designing the thing. So I'm actually not lying and I'm not being disingenuous. But if you... So what I'm working through and what I'm talking through and all that is the thought process I had when I designed the thing. When I did actually build the thing and when I was designing it. Those are my genuine thoughts. And it's really hard to one take clips perfectly. Like, there's so many, like, not taking notes when writing your videos and just like winging it. Not many people can do that really well. And it's definitely a lot of people will take notes and then come back and do voice lines through videos and things like that. So like, I'm not lying in any aspect of what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't think I'm being disingenuous because I'm not hiding anything. So I mean obviously you're gonna believe what you want to believe, but I don't see what I'm doing is wrong. I'll put it that way, and I'm not planning to change anything. I'm here to make a good, entertaining, and fun video, and I think I produce those. So if you don't enjoy them, maybe the videos aren't made for you, and that's okay. I'm not trying to have every single person who ever has loved Minecraft ever in their life enjoy all my videos, so that's an unrealistic goal. I just pop over and see which... Yeah, it was a map. Full text wall. As a Bedrock player, I feel he is very genuine. He is honest about it. Plus, he does not show off his creative world. Yeah, I like... Yeah, almost every single video we have, I'm like, and here's the design of the thing that I was working on. Like, there's a lot of videos where you can see, like, I'm doing a quick time lapse of, like, me going through the thought process of designing in creative out of different colors of concrete and coming back and putting it in a game. Ooh, it's really dark down here now. This is content creation, not a speedrun or any competition. Yeah. Now, I think it's one of those things where if you think like me sharing I use Lightmatica and like showing that occasionally and like sharing that with y'all, like if anything, I feel like that makes it more genuine, because I'm not gonna call them out. I'm not gonna share any names. But I will say there are a lot more content creators who use Lightmatica who will willingly share with other content creators that they use it, but they will never tell their audience that they use it. So by the fact of me sharing it makes it more genuine, but the only reason that it like causes an issue is because I share it to be transparent, and then people call me out for not being transparent, where actually it is me being transparent. So it's just the way the internet works. Some people just, it's one of those where I could full hide it and just not share it at all with you, and probably less people would call me out for not being transparent. But in fact, I am being more transparent. Funny how that works out, right? Moss Jurassic, thank you so much for the 16 months. A little crazy. Thanks so much for the support. I feel like it's usually pretty easy to tell if someone uses Lightmatica. Why does any creator bother to hide it? Because I think it's one, if you've been around Minecraft community for a long time and are a little on the older, more mature side, it is pretty easy to spot it. But a lot of viewers are a lot younger, and they don't really know how to spot it. Like, there are some popular SMP series that have it written in the rules that they have of don't publicly share that you use Lightmatica. And I can confirm that almost every single person on that series use Lightmatica. So It is what it is, you know. One of those, what is it? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. My sister for the longest time couldn't tell the difference between base game Minecraft and what people added with mods and add-ons. Yeah. Especially now that like the Bedrock marketplace is supporting add-ons and all that. Like some people are claiming some stuff is vanilla when in fact it is very not vanilla.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, when a player's looking like a printer, it's pretty easy to spot. Yeah. I also think the printer time lapses of like people going through and like doing layer by layer, they're so satisfying to watch. Oh my gosh, they're so satisfying to watch. I think the reason some people hate it so much is because there are few content creators, more so Twitch streamers, which I will say, making content when you're directly looking at the Lightmatica thing, like what we were doing on Wednesday with the whole thing pulled up, it's not as enjoyable to watch, but I wanted to make sure what we had was accurate. So like I showed the Lightmatica beforehand to be able to build the thing. And I will say that type of content, like it's not as entertaining to watch. So I think there's a lot of people who are in the streaming side that publicly say and make claims that they're like, I'm doing all this without Lightmatica, when in reality it's just because they're live streamers that their content is only a stream where you see everything happening. So it becomes not as great to watch the content when Lightmatica is being involved, so that they've then dug their feet in the sand as kind of like it's similar to how people do the I'm playing ultra hardcore, or I'm playing hardcore without a totem because totems are cheap and cheaty, or I'm playing ultra hardcore with no regen because if you can regen hearts, you're cheating. Like that's not true hardcore. Like, you know, that type of stuff. Like there's always going to be a community who are then going to say, yeah, well, I beat Minecraft hardcore using a dance pad to control my character. Or I beat hardcore Minecraft using a brain implant where my thoughts moved my Minecraft character. Like, there's always going to be that community that's going to one-up it and try and do something more hardcore, real. All this other stuff's cheaty because they're going to, if they can do it, if they can be successful with it, they think it's going to give them more views. So I don't know. There's a lot of people out there who are willing to cause problems for the sake of trying to get their name out there. And I think a lot of chatters and viewers get caught up in that if they are fans of those channels that do a lot of that, those shenanigans. Yeah, like what Egg said right there. Usually if there is a build that's brought in with Lightmatica, I'm always changing things. I'm always tweaking it. The brain transplant got me. Somebody did that. Not a brain transplant, but they did something that was like a headset that would register their brain waves. So if they thought about certain things and has different emotions, like channeling in their brain, it controlled their character in Dark Souls or something, and then they used that to beat the game. Like somebody did that. Like there are those absurd people out there who will do that, and like it's cool, but it's like doesn't mean that doesn't lessen the effect of like what the other people are doing. Like there's a lot of people who tell me that because I'm using a totem in my offhand all the time that this isn't a real hardcore world. I'm like, sure. Believe what you want to believe. I'm gonna keep playing my game. You do you, boo boo. I'll stay over here. I've got plenty of people who enjoy my videos. I don't need one more. You can walk out the door. That's okay. I would rather have a healthy, fun community than have one that is just full of toxicity. So Scarlet Moon, thank you so much for the 19 months. I really do appreciate it. Jordan, thank you so much for the 6 months. Lemon Tea, thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, what's up, Havoc? Welcome on in. How you doing? Totems are a mechanic of the game. Weird gatekeepers can go. Oh, yeah. It's in every gaming community. It's not just Minecraft, but I will say the Minecraft community. I was chatting with Scott and Jimmy about it yesterday. The Minecraft community is very, very quick to jump on, like, canceling creators for random things that they do in game. I mean, there's some people who very much deserve it, but there's for, like, things they do outside of game. But I think the Minecraft community in general is very, very volatile. Like, there's a lot of volatility, and it's very easy to, like, be uprooted and, like, everybody being mad, like, annoyed at certain things, or new things being, oh, this is now cheaty, or whatever you might want to say about it. It's interesting. It's a very interesting one to watch. And, like, view from previously being a viewer and now being a creator on the other side of it. It's a weird one. Okay, we need to start digging all this down. All of this sand and sandstone there needs to come down, probably, because we're gonna have like a big harbor here. Like, we're gonna have another probably one. So general thought process I have is this boat here I love. I want to put another boat here, probably slightly smaller than that guy, so it can kind of fit in this slot. And then we need a boat right in there. We need probably another boat will be maybe like very loosely tied up here. And then over on this side, I want like 2 more massive boats like those guys, like right out in there. So that should be pretty good. Anyways, moss on log. Yeah. So, moss on log. Do you think Mojang needs to even out gameplay, i.e. make totems harder to get, or is it to a good level? I think the nerf that they're bringing in for raid farms, which is nerfing raid farm, not redstone output, emerald output, and nerfing raid farms abilities to get totems, I think is great. It's just making it so you can't just get a raid farm. Like, stacking raid farms are broken in 1.21, and I think that's awesome. I think that's a really, really good change that Mojang's making. I don't think totems should be incredibly difficult to get. Like, I don't think it should be around, like, beating the warden or killing a wither or something like that. I think leave it up to the player to determine, because I know Linksy has a rule in his chat. I could be misremembering the exact details of it, but he has a rule in his chat where if he's a Twitch streamer, if you don't know him, has a really cool hardcore world. He's like 36,000 days into it. But anyways, Linksy has a rule in his chat where if he pops a totem, he then starts a channel point redemption, and his community has to hit the channel point redemption for him to equip another totem. Obviously, that only really applies to streamers. Like, that doesn't apply to general folks. But I think he also has a rule in there if he has to go like 100 days without a totem on top of the channel points before he can equip another totem. So I think, again, leaving that up to people to set their own intensity level, set their own desire of how they want to play the game and how it's all going to function for them. It's a sandbox game after all. Like, I don't think Mojang should be forcing many of the difficulty options to make things harder to get or more insane or whatever, because like we've been talking about, there's people who want to play at all different layers to have certain amounts of clout or anything like that. Like, then they can do that. But I think the idea of making totems incredibly difficult to get, I don't think so. I do think raid farms are broken as heck, and I think that's a very, very good change, and I think raid farms have been way overpowered for way long. I'm very happy they're getting nerfed, because it's going to open up so many other things, like witch farms. They were just not even worth making. And so now witch farms are back to being worth it again, which is really cool. They actually made witch farms better, because I think witches now drop more redstone as one of the changes too. So like, there's a lot of positive things coming in effect for it. But yeah, I will say, like, the ease of access of a raid farm, like the ENX04 stackable raid farm, like, he made it just to show that it's possible. Like, there's always going to be those techie creators who are going to be like, I just want to show you all that this is like a thing, that this can happen. But then for how easy it was to make and how many people latched on to that, and then just like it became the thing that all these hardcore Minecraft YouTubers in their the perfect start to Minecraft hardcore all built it, and then by the end they're like, and now I have 3 million totems. And if I go through all 3 million, all I need to do is go back here and AFK for 10 seconds and I got another 100. Let's go. Obviously the rates aren't that, over exaggerating a slight amount, but you get the idea. I think evokers shouldn't spawn in raids. I like them in raids because that's the only challenge of a raid. I think removing evokers from raids would make raids an absolute joke. And then you could just farm Hero of the Village as a buff and use that to... I mean, you can already farm Hero of the Village buff. But you could then use Hero of the Village as a way to just, like, mass trade your way through so many things. Like, you'd negate a lot of the other gameplay out of villager trading just by getting Hero of the Village 5 constantly. I hate the perfect start to hardcore videos. Yeah. I feel like I try and do them in my own way. I'll definitely title and thumbnail off of the trends, but my videos are all still... Like, you know you're getting into a fWhip video when you're watching one of mine. Like, you won't see any of that super cringy... I think it's... The perfect start to hardcore videos are one thing, because usually they kill the dragon within, like, 3 minutes of the video. And somehow that's their start. But what I find funny is all the perfect start to hardcore videos are one thing, but then you have the I built 100 redstone farms in hardcore Minecraft, and every single time I'm thinking about that, I'm like, what are you gonna do now? It's like a level of newbie in content creators who do those videos that I find so funny, because they make this video where they built all these redstone farms and auto-producing farms that each maybe get 30-40 seconds in a video, where if you think about it, every single one of those farms, if done in a different way, could be an entire episode. Like you're cannibalizing so much of your own content. I just, from a business decision, dumbest way you can make a video. Absolute dumbest way you can make a video. Unless you think that video is going to get more views than you making every single farm as their own video. And more revenue. It's just, that's a trend that I saw it coming forward, and I was like, every single person who's doing this is an idiot. Like, you see the short win, you see, hey, you can get a gold medal going over here, but like you only get one medal. Like you'll get one medal here, but your road stops. Or you can go the other way and collect a bunch of medals. The road's a little bit longer, and then they just like, nah, I'm good with my one shiny thing. Trying to work on that, really stretching the content part of the videos. Yeah, I think there's a way to make it like entertaining and fun for any of them. I feel like I've really struck in the balance in a good way for how I like to do videos, of showing a lot of the grind. I show the whole process. Like, my goal in every video that I make is I'm going to show you the process of how I did the thing. I'm never going to just show you the result of the thing. I'm never going to show you my goal is to show the process. Like, I want to do a let's play. Like, I heard Etho talking about this recently on the Imp and Skiz podcast, of like, he's a Minecraft let's play YouTuber, and that is something that's really lost in recent Minecraft let's plays. And I feel like it's something that over the last few months I've been very much like trying to refine as well, is that like, this is a let's play, but I still want to cater slightly towards like, hey, we're doing big projects in videos, because I love doing big projects, but also still being able to acknowledge that, like, no, the let's play is for the journey. The let's play is not for the destination, and that's kind of lost on a lot of newer Minecraft creators that are getting into these let's play realms. Your ad blocks for likes and follows was clever, I thought. Wait, what? I missed that one. I was thinking with the swamp biome that you're going to build mountains over, you could use the grass and leaves. Oh, like the darker grass colors. I'm planning to use a lot of moss there so we can keep like brighter greens, and then maybe some, I don't know, does snow smelt? It doesn't smelt. Does snow melt in swamp biomes, or is a swamp biome considered a cold biome? Because like, can we put snow over that? Because we could just have, like, you could use that swampy grass as like a really dark green, like super damp grass color in like part of a mountain. Join late again. Hey, all good. Welcome on in. The pick's still got like 260 durability. We're on 6,888. Day count's been going a little slower recently because I've been in the end, so I haven't been sleeping. Snow melts. Yeah, if you put like a snow layer in a desert, it'll just melt. Like it'll just disappear. It won't smelt though, because you don't get anything in return. But it will melt. Pick's almost broken. Yeah, we're good for another round. Probably. I don't know. We'll find out. I think not, because always I see swamps next to mountain biomes. Yeah, that's kind of was my thought too, but I don't know, because you also see like mangrove swamps are right next to deserts, so maybe swamps got the cold, and then mangrove swamps got the warm, so they could have swamps in both. I always think a mangrove swamp being right next to a desert, to me, like I see that in game, and I'm like, this is kind of ugly. Like I get why, but like all the mud. It's just such a harsh transition from the sand. Like, I know mangroves are like a very much like kind of a tropical environment, but seeing that all just like... Oh, I never redid an event marker. Oh, man. What's your favorite city project in the hardcore world? I really love the city of Path, the big medieval city we're building. That thing is just it's so good. I definitely like have some thoughts of like how I would change things, but I'm overall super happy with it. All right, let's go change that pick now. Scott, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. How y'all doing? You can have frogs in temperate regions. Yeah, you can breed frogs in Minecraft from all the different biomes. All the different spots. You can get different colored frogs. Mangrove and sandy idea has a nice transition in Ark survival. Oh, yeah, Ark has a better way of like changing those colors in between. I feel like just some like grass leading into the mangrove swamp, because like right there you can just see the mud, like sand to mud. It's a little stark. And also from sand desert to just lush mangrove swamp, a little different. What were we all up to today? What were we working on in the, or playing? What game were we doing? I know it was Among Us on Wednesdays. Assuming it's not also Among Us Fridays. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can confirm snow doesn't melt in a swamp biome. Oh, okay, so we could do that. That could be a good way that we could get rid of a lot of the swamp, is just like do big snowy mountain over the top. Will you ever play Ark? I've tried a few times. It's not really my game. I don't like those tedious survival games where you have to like manage like when you have to manage temperature, you have to manage like water, you have to manage your food and all that. I get bored. I get really bored with the tedious kind of we're talking about earlier of games that make you sit in menus for too long. I don't like, and I feel like Ark has a lot of menu sitting time when you're trading your gear from your cold weather to your warm weather gear. You're trading your you're finding your water bottle, you're changing your food out, you're doing all that. Like, it's just a little too much of that like menu time, and it's just tedious for no reason, in my opinion. I guess some people get some joy out of it, but not the game I like. Do you play Tears of the Kingdom? I haven't played a Zelda game since Majora's Mask, to be honest. Not out of any like reason either. I just stopped buying Nintendo consoles. I do have a Switch now, but I just don't want to spend the money. Switch games are so expensive, and I feel like I can get better games for cheaper on PC. And I would rather play on my PC. Like, if they came to PC, I would probably consider playing it. Whip said gay rights. Yes. Well, actually, what I said was happy pride, but yeah, we can put that as the quote too. Sure. Switch games are expensive. They're so crazy expensive. The monopoly that Nintendo has on gamers, like, I think Nintendo could put their next new Pokemon game as like an $90 game, and I think they would sell so many copies because people would be like, oh, this is so expensive, that's awful, blah 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 blah, but it's Pokemon, so I bought it anyways. And I think with like Tears of the Kingdom being $70, I think Nintendo's is starting to buy in on that and be like, because there's never sales on the Switch either. But I think Nintendo's starting to be like, people, like, we have a cult following here for our video games, and we could start charging them cult following prices, and they would probably still buy. And if we even make the game just like half functional, it'll be better than the last one, and the fans will love it. If Nintendo sold Zelda for $100, I'd still buy it. Yeah, see? And if Nintendo keeps getting wind of that, next one's probably gonna be $100. I would not be surprised. Like when the Switch 2 comes out or whatever, because aren't they announcing that later this summer? They announced that they're announcing something this summer. Once that's out here, I'm assuming Switch 2 game prices are going to be up. Yeah, I did buy the last Pokemon game that came out. I didn't buy Arceus, but I bought the one after it. It was pretty. I had a decent time with it, but yeah, it was a little buggy. Scale of 1 to 1. How tired are you? 1. What? Nah, it's a quadruple A market price now? Yeah. It all started with that dang horse in Skyrim. It all started there. Now, the thing that makes me sad is that, like, StarCraft 2, one of my favorite games of all times, one of the games that I've played the most, bought every expansion for, pretty much I bought every cosmetic you can buy in the game. Still to this date, StarCraft 2 made less profit than World of Warcraft made by selling one horse as a cosmetic. One of the first horses that you could buy in WoW through like the shop was this like celestial horse that was like a kind of like star pattern and transparent, and it had wings so it could fly. That made more profit than the entirety of StarCraft 2. And it's just one of those, it's like, oh yeah, that's why gaming is where it is now, is because companies tried that a few times and were like, it's sold how many copies? How many gamers wanted to buy this horse? How many? And they're like, well, let's run it back and go again. So Celestial Steed, let's go. Yeah, I know. Hey, it was a pretty cool one, but it is always Always a bummer that was one of Blizzard's reasoning behind why they stopped making StarCraft content. So, block pellets is incredible. It really shows in your build. Thank you. Just smashing stuff together until it works. Horsey, take my money. A $20 horsey that I can ride in a video game that I already spend $13 a month on? Yes. Dude, the fact that WoW is still able to like charge a subscription, pretty impressive. I mean, the game's good. Like I pay the subscription to play the game. Like the game's good. But yeah, every expansion that comes out, minimum $40. Most people probably buy the collector's editions, which are 60, 70 bucks, so that they can get the bonus stuff and get all those cool things. And then you have your $13 to $15 a month subscription fee. And then you have all the cosmetic stuff that they release like every month or 2 months. There's like a new $20 cosmetic out there that as soon as it releases, you walk into any of the major cities in the game and by golly, every single person in there is jumping around on the new frog. And people are like, it's just like, it's so funny. It's such a funny thing to me. Yeah, who needs rent or food when I have funny hat in game? Yeah, I love the hat. Just got here. Finally caught a stream. Well, it's live. Welcome on in. Yeah, we're going for another 20-30 minutes probably, and then I gotta go grab some lunch. We got some people coming by the house later today that I need to be off stream before they get here. So, and I need to get food, otherwise I won't be able to eat forever. Isn't to buy all the DLCs for The Sims like over $1,000? I was hoping that this digging wouldn't take so long, but I feel like I say that every single time. I've entered my fWhip livestream era and I couldn't be happier. Aiden, welcome on in. I know, we got the summer cruise in. The school's over. I'm gonna sit here and watch video games all day. Yes. Best time of year. We gotta be getting pretty close to the end of this conduit now, yeah. That's what, right there, yeah. Definitely over $1,000, yeah. Finally a senior in high school. It's almost real world time. Enjoy it. Or if you don't enjoy it right now, then stick through it for another year and then real world time will begin. You don't have to enjoy it. You don't have to take my recommendation on that. That's fine too. Are you still disappointed with the Mace changes? Honestly, the Mace is still a ton of fun despite the nerfs. I think it's the Mace has just turned further into something that I just won't carry around with me. Like, I'll have one in my ender chest, like, probably in my tool shulker box, just for if we want to do something goofy, like, we can pull out the Mace and go for it. But I don't think it's going to be something that'll stay in my inventory directly, like, into here. Like, I'm not willing to give that spot up. 'Cause that's another spot that could be filled with sand when we're doing mining things like this, so... So I don't have a sandstone storage yet. I have a sand storage, but I don't have a sandstone storage. So I was thinking we could build another little building in the city of Path, right next to where we have the ground storage with like our sand and redstones, and put like sandstone in there. Then we could do like sandstone, packed muds, and red sandstone. Could just like have a little storage shed or like a house that they can go in. That's just like right next to it. Doesn't need to look super storagey. Could just be a house that we just store everything in like the first floor. A Mace when that happens. Comes out with 1.21 releasing next week. You can get a heavy core and build a Mace. Go smash things. Lunge yourself off the side of a building and smash on top of something and one-shot it. Wardens included. Ender Dragon included. As long as you're high enough in the air and you land the hit, it's all dead. Yeah, now we just have an anvil that you just control where the anvil lands. I feel like the Mace for me is going to turn into something that the next SMP that we do, that if it's on 1.21, I will be murdering so many people with the Mace. If it's not a hardcore SMP, which I kind of don't want to do a hardcore or life-based SMP for whatever our next one is. I feel like we've done that a few times over. And I think personally for me, whatever the next SMP that we run, I think just being more plain survival would be more fun to me. Obviously, I'm going to go with whatever the group wants to do. But I kind of miss like Empire Season 1 and mostly Empire Season 1 where Gem, Sausage, and I would just meet up and just fight each other for hours, just hanging. Like an entire live stream would start with me having a project. Sausage would come over and bother me. Gem would log on. We would go bother her. And then it would just turn into the three of us just fighting each other forever. Like we built an entire battle arena so with sets of tools and multiple like gear sets so that we could just keep messing around. As soon as you'd respawn, you just grab a new set, you'd just go into the battle. It was so fun. It was so good. I want to do more stuff like that. Like all the hardcore stuff is fun, but you can't, the level of I'm messing with my friends is just not really there. And I want more of that. Good old days. Yeah, good old days. Would you consider joining Hermitcraft ever? I think for me to join, I think I would need, I don't want to leave my current crew of friends, like Scott and like Lizzie, and I know Joel and Jem and Pearl are over there now, but like a lot of the SOS crew, like Pix, Jimmy, like a lot of them on there, and like Sausage and all them. Like I feel like for me, if I were to join Hermitcraft, like I wouldn't be able to do other SMP series. Like that would be it. Like between single player and Hermitcraft, like that'd be all I could do. And I don't want to stop playing with them either. So like I play SMPs to play with my friends. Like I don't typically care if the series are a massive success or not. Granted, I'm sure I would be good friends with a lot of the hermits pretty quickly. But I think what it would come down to is like for me to be really interested in joining would be a lot of those people, like them doing like a big ad of like a lot of people being added in, and like all of them, like basically if we were to merge like the core of our crew over to there, like then I would be like, yeah, I'm in. Like I could join. Like I would be very down to do this. Instead of feeling like I'm just on there and like a new guy on the block, I guess. Would anyways, but you know. Being able to bring the groups together. Somehow Joel does everything. Well, yeah, when we started SOS, like Joel reached out to me before. He was like, hey, I just need to let you know that like I got the Hermitcraft invite. Like I want to be part of SOS because it sounds like fun, but like I won't be able to be on here as active as I normally am. I was just like, I appreciate the heads up. All good. Like would love to still have you on the series, even if it's just a limited amount. Like he's fun to have on series. So like he gave us the heads up before it even started that he was like, hey, probably won't be as active as I normally am. And we're like, all right. And then of course he's like, yeah, so I didn't tell anybody else yet. And then we go into our first meeting, we're talking about it, and we're talking about, do we potentially add other people? And the first thing I go, because I completely forgot that, I was like, yeah, so with Joel joining Hermitcraft, and then Jem says she's too busy with the series she has, like, we're looking for some other people that we could add in, like, who do y'all think? And everybody's just like, with Joel doing what? And I'm just like, right, y'all didn't know that yet. He had only told a few people, right? Yeah, well, hey, sorry, Joel, stole your thunder. And he was just like, no, I appreciate it, thank you for telling everybody, now I don't have to. And I was just like, dang it, I'm so sorry. I felt so bad, y'all. I felt so bad after that. I was like, how do I goof that one up? That was a goof. Yeah, sorry, my nose is itchy again. He was like, I didn't really know how I was going to tell anybody, so this works out too. And I was like, yeah, but I still feel bad. Still feel bad. Okay, we're going to just dig to here because I don't want to dig anymore. We've been digging for hours. Usually I'm so good about not spoiling things. I'm usually so good, but I think what it was when he and I had talked, that was back when I first sent the info to the crew of like, hey, we're interested in doing this, and he messaged me like 2 days later. So this was back in December, and then we didn't have the first meeting until January. And so I was like, oh yeah, this is just like normal information now. It's been like a month and a half, of course he's told everybody. And so like I hadn't even like the thought process in my brain was like, oh yeah, it's been long enough, he's probably told everybody, like they all know. And then I was just like, nope, nobody knows. I was like, I feel so bad. But it's fine, it all works out. At least it wasn't like a terrible secret or anything like that. Like people are gonna know in like 2 weeks anyways when Hermitcraft started their season. You feel like every hardcore YouTuber nowadays feels the same and unoriginal? I think that a lot of the hardcore YouTubers that came up during the 100 days trends they struggle with originality. I don't think that's true for everybody. Like, I don't think there's anybody out there doing what I do. I think I have a pretty unique approach to how it goes. I will say if there are definitely like a few hundred, if not 1,000 hardcore Minecraft YouTubers that all are like, they had a lot of growth during the 100 days trend, and then now they see the other people who are doing that they used to copy, that did the 100 days videos, and now they see those people doing, here's the perfect start in hardcore Minecraft videos, and so they just kind of follow the trend. Like if you all remember WadZ, such a great YouTuber, such a bummer that he doesn't upload anymore, but like I get it, what he was doing was so difficult, like there's no duh that the guy got burned out. But every time that he had a successful idea, within a week you would see all these other channels that said, I've been working on this thing for the past month and blah 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 blah, and they're doing the exact same thing, slightly different to what WadZ did. But they all saw how successful he was and how much he was growing, that they all just jumped on and copied him. So when you have stuff like that going, it's definitely a bit of a bummer, but you're always going to have that on YouTube. That's just YouTube in general. It's not just hardcore Minecrafters. That is how YouTube works. YouTube has designed a system that if your video is related to another video that's successful, the chance of your video getting pushed is actually higher because it'll appear in recommended videos because it's related to the main thing. So there is actually a lot of growth that smaller channels can get by, quote, just copying and like being like, oh, like look at all the channels that are clones of Mr. Beast. There's millions of them. There's millions of channels that are just trying to be Mr. Beast. Like he makes a video and they copy it to a lesser extent, and that's everything that they've ever done. That's the only thing their channel exists for, is to watch what Mr. Beast did and then copy it. It's true in every single like online video production community, unfortunately. Like there's always going to be people who are just chasing after they see somebody successful and they're like, ooh, I could do their idea, and then that's what they do. 1,000 likes. Ooh, we're one away. We're at 999. We're so close. Have I somehow dodged every Mr. Beast clone? Dude, they're everywhere. They have the same face he makes in the thumbnails and everything. Don't bother watching them. It's not worth the energy. No one can do hardcore like you do. The whole building aspect of your channel shades everything. Yeah, I think that's where my bread and butter comes in. Of one, I know how to survive in the game, and two, I really just love to build, and I love to like create a world. Like I don't want to build a mega base. Like I want to build a world to live in, and I think that's what separates me from a lot of the other hardcore YouTubers out there. Sorry for advertisements. That's how I do this as a job. I appreciate you watching the ads. Thank you so much. More ads mean more fWhip videos in the future. And my doggies get food. Yep, I'm guilt tripping you into watching ads. Think of Coda and Nova. You'd watch an advertisement for them to get a snack, right? I still hate them ads. Yeah, but it's how I do this as a job. It's a necessary evil of the job. Hungry dog goes sad. Do you like Taylor Swift? I enjoy her music, yeah. The newest album is a little too down for me. I totally get the vibe behind it, and I respect it, but it's not one that I would be like, ooh, I'm really interested in going and watching this. What I honestly really like, which this is probably Taylor Swift fans are gonna be like, you're not a true fan, but there's so many electronic artists that have taken her songs and like remixed them and just turned, because I love electronic music. And so they've like taken a lot of her songs and like remixed it and like pulled out like a lot of like Cruel Summer remixes and things. Oh, there's so many good ones out there. I'm just like, these are just all a bop. Good thing subscribe and remove ads. Yeah, if you're a Twitch sub, no more advertisements for you. I wish YouTube would let me do that, but they won't. They said no, they have to buy YouTube Premium to get no ads. I'm like, just on my channel though? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay. You earn equally between people watching ads versus people watching with YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium is a weird one. So basically take what, YouTube Premium's 15 bucks now, 10 bucks now, or 20 bucks, something like that per month. And take half of that, and half of that is split between every single creator you watch based off the amount that you watch the creator for that month. So if you watch like 100 different creators on YouTube, or 200 or whatever, like a ton of people, like if you're one of the people who lives on YouTube, like YouTube Premium's a great deal for you. But then each person that you're watching will evenly split based off of the amount that you watch each individual group. So say you watch like me for 10 hours in the month, and then you watch Gem for like 10 hours in the month as well, that would evenly split between the two of us. But then if you bring in like, say, Scott, because he just rated here, and you're like, oh my god, I love Scott's amazing, Scott has the best videos ever, and you're like, I'm 20 hours of watch time for Scott this month. So then of that, say, let's just say $10 is split, that would be $10, $5 would go to Scott, then $2.50 would go to me, and $2.50 would go to Gem. So it kind of evenly splits half of the YouTube Premium costs between the people that you watch. So there's it on average per person that has YouTube Premium, the creators make a little bit more. So it does help, but I mean, do it for yourself. Like if you're buying YouTube Premium, don't be doing it because you want to like give creators money. Do it because you don't want ads. Like you should do it for that, not for giving creators money. Or thought they were talking about ad revenue. No, YouTube. So YouTube Premium removes ads, and then it makes it a little bit easier. Yeah. So if we remove this stretch here and take that out, I feel like that it can be a little bit higher up there. We don't need to. Hi, buddy. Do you have any tips how to make an MC work? I know. I to make your Minecraft not crash. I not something that I can help with on a live stream. There's plenty of, if you're having issues with Minecraft crashing, try and find an error code and then Google that error code. There's so many articles out there that can help you. But that's not something I can help you with in a live stream chat. Dunny, thank you so much for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. How do I avoid burnout? I'm trying to commit to my world and I'm a perfectionist, but I can't seem to put down what's in my mind. I'd say the thing, perfectionism is definitely a hard one in Minecraft that for me, I had to kind of realize that what I think about when I'm building something in Minecraft is this is the best I can make it right now. I might not like it in the future, but this is the best that I can make something right now. And I like the look of it right now. And like with my current abilities and current skills, like I'm happy with this build in its current state. And that helped me a lot with kind of adjusting to not having to being able to continue moving forward. Or what you could do is like I found also when I was first kind of struggling with like always reworking builds and things and not being happy enough to like finish something was I'm gonna give myself 3 hours to design this thing. If I can't figure it out in 3 hours, whatever I have at the end of that 3 hours, like that's what's going in. Like that's the best I can do at the time I've given myself, and so that's the option we're taking. I would say that's try and do that. As far as the struggling with like burnout, sometimes even if you're like, you know, I can't figure this out right now, it's not working my brain and I don't want to force this decision, the way that I do it is I go and work somewhere else in my Minecraft world. Like that's why I have new papyrus here. That's why we have the desert region. That's why we have stuff going on in the nether hub with all of that. Like those are all projects, and like that's why we have the city of path. We have the landscape project. We have the different villages that I build throughout the world. All those things are different projects that when I'm burned out on one and I don't know what to do on one, I can just leave. I can just go somewhere else. I'll finish off what I was working on at the moment enough to make a video. If I wasn't making videos, I would be just leaving and going quicker to the next thing. But I find that helps me a lot, being able to have that mental break. And sometimes while I am working over here, I'll be like, wait, what? I could just, like an idea will pop into my head of something that I could have done back, like while I'm working here. I actually had an idea for how I want to do something in the big city, in Path, that I want to do over there, that I was like trying to figure out before and I didn't know how to do it. And so now I got that sorted. Like I know what I want to do. So if you're trying to keep the long-term Minecraft world going, the biggest thing I can recommend is multiple projects going on and only work on small parts of the projects at a single time. Like that's like the biggest recommendation is don't bite off more than you can chew in that moment. Like that's a huge one. Anima, thank you so much for being here. You have a good one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you played any of the Minecraft spin-offs like Dungeons and Legends? I really like Dungeons personally. Legends, not... Yeah. Yeah, I played both. I really enjoyed Dungeons when it first came out. I probably have like 20 hours in Dungeons. I'm just a Diablo fan. If I want to play a dungeon crawler, I'm just gonna go play Diablo. Like Diablo 3 is one of my favorite dungeon crawler games out there. Diablo 4 is okay. I haven't played the new update, but you're not asking about that. I played like when it first came out, and then I just haven't played the new seasons. I've heard it's gotten a lot better in the latest season though. But yeah, Dungeons was super cool. I loved how they did that. I thought that was great. Legends, single player, awesome. There were so many things that they needed to fix and could have improved, but they had a good starting point and a unfortunately inexperienced dev team behind it. So it just did not move. I was really hoping Legends was going to be good. We've talked about it before many times, and I love strategy games. Strategy games are like my bread and butter of gaming. If I'm not playing Minecraft, like I'm usually playing some form of a strategy game or an RPG. And so when Legends was announced, I was like, oh my god, yes, like this is gonna be sick, yeah. And then I got into the PvP and got into there, and it was great when we had a full lobby of 8 people playing together, which like was playing a lot with like Grian and Jimmy and Jem. Pearl jumped in a bit. Pix was having a lot of fun with it. Sausage was playing. Those were awesome. Those were super fun. But the second we were just like queuing against random people, everything fell apart. It was awful. Not being able to talk to your team and everything was such a bad decision. Such a bad decision for a strategy game. So I'm not surprised that they canned it already. I was so hopeful for the game. I was so disappointed when it stopped. When they just said they're not even going to try and fix it. That was a bummer. Alrighty. That's going to do it for today. I actually got to get out of here in 3 minutes anyway, so I think before we start digging more, that's where we'll stop. We'll come back in next stream, either working here or we'll work over on the sunflower area. Keep all that moving forward. I didn't mean to fall down, but that's fine. We'll end that. My sugarcane field grew. We got to go detail that soon. It's looking pretty good, though. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Cool to add some little sandcastles, like villager kids build on the beach. Yeah, maybe. I mean, everything over here is going to be city. Like, it's all going to be raised up at minimum to this layer here, so we're kind of going up. How often do you stream? We're usually streaming on Mondays and Wednesdays. Or, sorry, Wednesdays and Fridays. Occasionally on Mondays, but not super often. But usually we go 2.5 hours. And then videos on Thursdays, occasionally Saturdays. New SOS video will be out tomorrow. New SOS video finale. SOS finale will be out tomorrow. So tune in 4 hours earlier from now, tomorrow, pretty much. We'll see all the SOS videos dropping. Some good news. One day we'll have to give an account for our life. And we... No, don't do that. Why are we doing that? Why do you gotta be political? Why do you gotta bring religion in here? Why we gotta do that? No, we can just, that's just leave. I was trying to read a nice comment. Somebody was like, hey, good news. And then they're just, no, goodbye. We don't need that in here. Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Yes, we'll actually raid today. I will remember to do that. Thank you all so very much. Everybody on the YouTube side, thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate all that and all that good stuff. Thank you. With that, my friends, though, that's going to do it today. I think it's time to actually log out of this world before these zombies get me. I hear them grumbling under the ground. SOS has been fun. Yeah. It's been, it was awesome. SOS was really fun to be a part of and go through and everything like that. So thank you all so very much. Really do appreciate it. And with that, my friends, I'll go find someone to raid, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Goodbye.